What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blueblood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, according to Samson Likowicz, the manager of undefeated two-time WBC super middleweight world champion superstar boxer David the Mexican Monster Benavidez, who's a Mexican Ecuadorian superstar boxer in the sport of boxing. He is the two-time super middleweight world champion. He never lost his titles in the ring. He actually lost his titles outside the ring the first time due to recreational drug use, and the second time due to him missing weight, okay? David Benavidez is with the Premier Boxing Champions founder and advisor Al Haymon, and he's managed by Samson Likowicz, okay? And Samson Likowicz dropped a major bomb on us. Now, David Benavidez, 27 wins, no losses, no draws, 23 wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 6'2" with a 75-inch arm reach. David Benavidez, he's coming off the biggest win in his career, March 25th of this year, when he defeated his biggest rival and former IBF super middleweight world champion superstar boxer Caleb Sweethand Plant. He won a unanimous decision over Caleb Plant. Now, David Benavidez has been trying to track down four-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer who is currently the undisputed super middleweight world champion, widely considered to be the face of the sport of boxing, in Saul Canelo Álvarez. Okay, Canelo Álvarez is now 59 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 going on 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a okay performance in the eyes of many as he defeated John Ryder Cinco de Mayo weekend. He dropped John Ryder in the fight, but Canelo Álvarez, in many people's eyes, they look at him and they feel like, you know, he had a lackluster performance. Okay, Canelo Álvarez will be 33 years of age July 18th, and he just simply don't look the same in the eyes of many people, okay? So he beat John Ryder, unanimous decision. Now, he did drop him in the fight, hurt him a few times in that fight. And prior to that, in September of 2022, he beat his biggest rival in Gennady Triple G Golovkin for the third time they fought in the trilogy. He's 2-1 against him. 2-0-1. He has 2 wins, no losses, 1 draw against Gennady Golovkin, okay? But before that, Cinco de Mayo of 2022, he lost a dominating loss, bad loss to undefeated WBA light heavyweight world champion, Russian superstar boxer Dmitry Bivol. He lost a unanimous decision. Now, the WBC, the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman and board of 32 members, they stated that they was going to mandate that Canelo Álvarez fights David Benavidez. This is mandatory because many people feel like Canelo Álvarez, he ducked David Benavidez because when David Benavidez was the champion, Canelo Álvarez wasn't very interested in fighting at 168 pounds because he knew eventually he would have to go through David Benavidez. The big fight at that time was David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, 2 undefeated champions. They wanted them to unify, okay? So after February 2018, David Benavidez beat Ronald Gravel, and then in between that is where he had the issue where he used recreational use, tested positive, and he was pulled out as the champion representing the WBC. Then he, in September 2019, he beat Anthony Durrell, regained the title. Then he fought Alexis Angulo August of 2020 during the pandemic time, and he missed weight and lost his belt on the scale. Now, keep in mind, at that point in time, that's when Canelo Álvarez started to see a opening in the super middleweight division, and he took full advantage of it, right? He then fought Caleb Smith for the vacant WBC title because it was vacated again. He fought Caleb Smith for the vacant WBC title, and mind you, Caleb Smith was the WBA super middleweight world champion. So Canelo Álvarez, he saw an opening in the WBC. They allowed Canelo Álvarez to fight for the vacant WBC title and for Caleb Smith's WBA title. He beat Caleb Smith. He won both titles. Then he went on, he defended it against his mandatory at the time, And then he went on David Avenue Durham, and then he went on to fight, and he beat Billy Joe Saunders for Billy Joe Saunders' WBO title. Then he beat Caleb Plant for Caleb Plant's IBF title and became undisputed. But you can see the time frame into which where he decided that he wasn't going to fight, or saw opening where he wasn't going to fight David Benavidez. Now, the PBC and Al Haymon, founder and advisor for the PBC, Al Haymon, offered Canelo Álvarez $50 million to fight as mandatory. Now, he wasn't offered near that much to fight against Avenue Durham, who was his mandatory and his sparring partner, and he took the fight. Now he's offered $50 million to face off against David Benavidez, and he turned it down. And now he wants to fight against Dimitri Bivol, who he lost to, but there's a trick to that. Dimitri Bivol is a WBA light heavyweight champion, but he don't want no excuses because he feel like there was tons and tons of excuses that Canelo Álvarez was making, and he don't want no excuses. So he wants to fight Canelo Álvarez at super middleweight, where he can pick up Canelo Álvarez's super middleweight titles. But the WBC and President Mauricio Suleiman are now saying that they won't allow Dimitri Bivol, who's a Russian athlete, to represent their sanctioned body, their WBC title. So if he fought Canelo Álvarez, the WBC title won't be on the line. But he don't want to fight Canelo Álvarez at light heavyweight, and on top of that, Canelo Álvarez don't want to give him the money he's looking for. So Dimitri Bivol actually pulled out the negotiations for that fight, right? So it just leave David Benavidez. It only makes sense. But Canelo Álvarez turned it down. That means Canelo Álvarez, two reasons, right? He's going to push hard for this Dimitri Bivol rematch in September, but he's definitely ducking David Benavidez. So it's unfortunate because that's a mega fight. He could fight David Benavidez actually in September because Canelo Álvarez has done this, fight 3 times a year. He could fight David Benavidez in September and still fight Dimitri Bivol in December. But we know that he sees David Benavidez as a major threat. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.